Alright, YouTube, so we are back to talk about some just kind of general gaming news. We're here to talk about the new consoles, of course, Xbox Series X and the PS5. In the background, we have some Last of Us gameplay that I didn't ever use. It was recorded while I was doing my review, and obviously today is a very fitting day to use that gameplay. What we're looking at today is a couple of leaks, rumors, whatever you want to call it. One involving the PS5 and its supposed price and release date. Another one is about the Xbox Series S, which I believe, at least according to the leaker, will be an all-digital version of the Xbox Series X because they say it won't have a Blu-ray drive, but also the price is supposed to be so low that Sony couldn't possibly match it. So first up, we're going to look at this PlayStation 5 price leak. Now what happened is a guy over on Twitter noticed on Amazon France that they had the PS5 posted and it actually had a price and a release date. Obviously, grain of salt, all that shit. Now according to his screenshot, the regular PS5 would be $600 and the all-digital version would be $500. And also with the screenshot that he provided, the release date would be November 20th, 2020, and it's going to be like a few days before Black Friday. Now, is the screenshot legit? Obviously, there's really no way to know that, but shit does get posted to Amazon all the time, and all we can really do is just kind of wait till Sony says something, till we get a price and a release date from them. Now, as for these supposed prices, $500 and $600 respectively, for me, that's pretty goddamn high, dude. You will never catch me buying a video game console for $600 goddamn dollars. I don't care how strong it is, how powerful it is. But this is also coming from the perspective of somebody that's a little more conservative with their money. I don't just buy shit all the time, and I also don't buy console on launch anyways. I usually wait for the library to kind of build up and just wait for that one game that really pushes me over the edge where it's like, I gotta have this console, I gotta play that game. For example, I didn't move on to, Xbox One until 2015 whenever Fallout 4 came out. Because it was only on this gen of consoles, I had to get a new console to play that game, so I did. But I'm sure plenty of you out there would have no problem spending $600 for the PlayStation 5. So let me know your thoughts. If these are the prices, $500 for digital, $600 for the regular, would you pay those prices? Anyways, on to this rumor, leak, news, whatever you want to call it, for the Xbox Series S about the price being so low that the PlayStation 5 can't possibly match it. It just started raining here, so if you guys can hear that in the background, I apologize. I can't do anything about it. I cannot control the weather. We're just going to read over this article really quickly. The news comes from an insider who goes by the name Eastman. Per Dutch blog Techtastic, the Beyond 3D user has shared reliable information about Microsoft's plans in the past. According to Eastman, the Series S will be significantly smaller than the Series X and will not have a Blu-ray drive. The console will be better than the Xbox One X when it comes to performance and will support the same set of features as the Series X. I heard it's half the price of Xbox Series X, and Microsoft will target a $399 price for Xbox Series X. I'm not sure what the final price will be. I think if Sony goes for $500 to $600, Microsoft will opt for $200 Series S and $400 to $500 for Series X, but we'll see, the leaker said. Microsoft will make up any losses they take by getting a higher cut of game sales and more subscriptions. Pricing also depends on what Sony does. Microsoft doesn't have to go as extreme in pricing if Sony prices itself higher. So I want to look at these two leaks together because obviously they kind of go hand in hand since both these consoles are about to come out, but also the fact that with this guy who's a reputable leaker in the past for Xbox, for Microsoft, whenever he's speculating on the prices, he mentions the PS5 potentially going for $500 to $600, which is actually what we just looked at. That's what Amazon France was saying. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but obviously the big takeaway here is, according to him, the Xbox Series S is going to be roughly about half the price of the regular Xbox Series X, but we're looking at potentially as low as $200. That price is so low that I find it hard to believe, but let's be honest, PlayStation has been kicking Xbox's ass for years in terms of console sales. If they can put out an Xbox Series X, a next-gen console, does pretty much everything the regular version does, it's just all digital, for that low of a price, they can make up some sales. And even though I just said that I don't really buy new consoles at the beginning of their life cycle, if I can get into next-gen gaming for as low as $200, I'll probably do it, to be honest. And why I say that is I don't really game for the exclusives. I don't buy a console because of the exclusive games on that platform. Most of the games I play come out on all platforms. Call of Duty, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Final Fantasy, etc., etc. I'm not the kind of person that cares what platform I'm on. I don't have any kind of console loyalty as long as I can play the new games. But of course, that's just me. Those are my thoughts. A lot of people do like their exclusive games, so even if the price is as low as $200, what is the incentive to be on the Xbox platform? They gotta have some good exclusives. And as we know historically, the PlayStation platform has had the better exclusives for a while now. The leaker then also goes on to talk about the Xbox event coming in July and says, "But from what I've heard from all my sources, July isn't about Sony. July is about the industry, and they want it to be a night of mic drops. They're going to come hard with the strategy they've been building up for years. They want Google, Amazon, Apple, Sony, and yes, Nintendo to be shaken up. So expect a series of mic drop moments followed by the price being the key part of all of this. I don't know all that they will show in July, but I've been told that they are ramping up so that their Xbox, Xbox 360, and Xbox One releases combined pale in comparison to what they have for this generation coming up. So according to this guy and his sources, there's going to be some big stuff shown involving the Xbox Series X in July. With, of course, the price being the key part of everything, this all remains to be seen naturally. At the very least, it has me a little more interested in the July event, just to see what could potentially be shown. And again, I have no console loyalty. I just hope that Xbox comes out with some decent exclusives, man. Even though I'm not an exclusives guy, I don't understand why they struggle so hard to, make good exclusives. It just doesn't make sense. They have the resources for it. But of course, I want to pass off to you guys. What are your thoughts on everything we talked about in this video? We talked about quite a few things, actually. Which console are you leaning towards, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X? And when it comes to the prices, what do you think they're going to be? Do you think the PS5 is going to be as high as $600, and you think the Xbox Series S is going to be as low as $200? Also, here towards the end of the video, I want to do a quick shout out to @SkullDesigns over on Twitter for the new look to the channel. He's made all my stuff in the past when it comes to the intro, the outro, the channel art, the picture I actually have on YouTube, pretty much everything. Also, just so happens to be my brother. By the way, my dudes, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll update more just general gaming news. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @DashingDavid. I'm my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain.